What is going on, you guys, and welcome back to the One Day Stronger podcast. I am Colin, and I want to thank you for being here with me today and taking some time every day to hopefully get some motivation, inspiration, or whatever you're going to take from this podcast. If you're new here, this is a real talk on sobriety, parenting, personal growth, and showing up for yourself in life one day at a time. So let's get into it, guys. I always like to start off by asking a question, because that's just kind of how I get the ideas for what I want to talk about, So today I want to ask, when's the last time you actually checked in with yourself? Not just asked how your day was. Oh, it was a good day. No, not just that, but I'm talking like really positive, like how am I doing? How am I doing mentally? How am I doing emotionally? How am I doing physically? Am I still on this fucking path that I set? Am I staying on what I've set up that I want in life? Like we talked about in the last episode. Like, am I staying true to that, or have I veered off the path a bit? And then you gotta ask yourself, like, what needs adjusting? So just really taking a full mental checklist and going through everything of just kind of going over yourself and just keeping yourself in check, because your life moves fast, especially when you're trying to get sober, you're working on personal growth, and if you're a parent, like, you guys know, like, the shit moves fucking fast, and sometimes you feel like you don't even have fucking time for yourself to fucking think. But, like, if you don't slow down and check in with yourself regularly, you're going to wake up one day fucking off track and fucking overwhelmed, or even worse, fucking like right back where you started and not even fucking realize it until you're fucking in it, being like, fuck, let's fucking start this over again, because that's where we are. That's why I believe you need to do some sort of daily check-in and then some sort of weekly check-in. So this doesn't have to be a big fucking thing, guys. Like, your daily check-in could be 2 to 5 minutes, and your weekly check-in could be same thing, 2 to 5 minutes, just small little things that's going to help you get on track, maybe thinking in a different mindset, or maybe change a mindset that you've been thinking in and change it to a more positive one to try and get back on track, keep going towards your goals, and stay in check. The daily check-ins will keep you honest with yourself of what's going on, and the weekly check-ins will keep you aligned, aligned with your goal, aligned with your purpose, aligned with who you want to become, and together, those two together will keep you fucking moving forward, and they're just another fucking tool in your tool belt, and another habit that's gonna help excel your growth and help you become who you want to be. It's more of like a system. Like, you need a system, you need something to keep going. So I think that this is kind of like how it looks for me. My daily check-in, take 2 to 5 minutes in the morning or evening and ask, did I show up for myself today? Did I move closer to the person I'm trying to become? And then what triggered me if I got triggered, and what helped me get through the trigger? I like doing this at night, because it's kind of, you have that little bit right before bed, and then right before you sleep, the last thing in your head of what you're kind of thinking about, and what you kind of like took real big effort in doing is this. So when you go to bed, that's what you're kind of be putting in your head and having that in as the last thing. So hopefully that can start recurring and keep thinking in your brain while you sleep. I don't know if that's the way it works, but to me, it seems to work. It makes sense to me, so I do. You guys can do whatever you want. You just gotta do it. I think so. I think it's gonna help benefit a lot of you. And then your weekly check-ins, once a week on a Saturday night or a Monday morning, whatever is best for you. You got to look at a bigger picture stuff, So, like, what worked this week or last week? What didn't? Like, where did I fall off? If you did fall off, or what you think you can do better, and then what can I do better next week. You know, it's not about judging yourself like, oh, I fucked up, I did this, I'm an idiot, blah blah blah. You know, it's about learning from yourself in your process, because once you dial in your process, everything gets fucking easier to fucking deal with. You know, it's how you grow. You know, most people fall off not because they want to change. Everybody wants to change. They get motivated and everything. It's because they stop paying attention and doing the work. You know, they stop asking the hard questions and they stop being internal, because they're just like, oh, I feel good now, I don't have to work. No, because as we all know, especially with the podcast, is personal growth is forever. You got to keep working on it. Everything shifts and evolves, and that's why you need to check regularly and check in and treat it like fuel to keep going. So, little bit of work. You guys can follow what you did before, or if you want another bit of homework, you know, set a 5-minute timer tonight and answer these 3 questions. So, what's one thing I'm proud of today? What's one thing I need to improve tomorrow? And then how am I really feeling? Get really specific with these guys, and don't just write, oh, I feel good. No, write down like a nice fucking answer that makes you fucking think. And then number 2, pick your weekly check-in day and add it to your calendar and make it a non-negotiable. That means you do it no fucking matter what. You're tired, do it. You don't have time, fuck that. You do it. Make the time. You know, growth just doesn't happen. Change just doesn't happen, as we talk about this all the time. It's built fucking one day at a time. You gotta have attention, action, and adjustment. You know, so you always gotta be paying attention to what's going on, how you're feeling. You gotta take the action on how to fix things and keep things at bay, and then you always gotta make adjustments. If you need to adjust something or something not working, you just don't feel like it's benefiting you, change it. You know, check in. Don't fucking check out, guys. And with that, overcome and evolve one day at a time. I want to thank you guys for being here with me again. If you get any value out of this, please like, comment, and subscribe when whatever platform you're listening to this on. I really appreciate it, guys. And please send this to someone who maybe needs some help to stay on the path, because we're all in this together. Until next time, guys, have a good one.